Okay, so this is my third round of trading. I placed this trade up here based on a previous um, Fibonacci retracement level. I drew the Fibonacci retracement up at the top and the Fibonacci zero point 0.0 at the bottom. So I have the 100% at the top. So in other words, if this pattern retraces to all the way up to here, it has retraced 100% of this move. Now this is hourly time frame, and there is more data, and this is a picture. There is a bigger picture of the overall movement, but I'm analyzing this section to base trades because this is the moment in time now. So if you look at the daily chart, it looks much differently. I've selected the 1 hour chart for this. Let's look at the daily and look how much different that is, and look how much different the Fibonacci levels have become. So it is in a stronger downward move if you look at the downward pattern in the daily time frame, but we're looking at the hourly time frame. I was long and I had my stops placed, not stops, target levels that were triggered, and I have proof of that in the trade history, which will probably get erased because that often happens because these demo accounts don't last forever. I used to sell signals through a website, and they didn't pay me for selling my signals, even though I made people lots of money through my signals. My trades always ended up right, and I was ranked. I was climbing in rank. It takes a while to climb in rank. It was called Zulu Trade, and they erased all my records and everything. And also, these demo accounts will erase these records, so this is another reason why I'm recording the videos as much as I can to show that I can trade my way out of bad trades and make money. But my original trade wasn't looking so good, and I almost busted this account, and that does happen, especially since it was my first cryptocurrency. This is my first cryptocurrency trading, so now I've adjusted my strategy a bit by trading slightly smaller, and we'll see how it goes. There's no guarantee that I won't bust this $5,000 account. 5,000 is really not a lot to trade with. Is for as aggressive as I am. I like to place bigger trades, but this time I shorted, and it seems like a more logical trade based on the daily pattern, and the fact that this has already run out a bit. Now I placed it back here, and it actually went into profit, but because of the bid and ask spread, it did not trigger this pending order target price. See what it says here, TP? It went under it even, but because of the spread, it did not. So this is a demo account, but it's very realistic. It did not trigger my trade because of this spread here. So if you could imagine this price down here and the spread is up here, so this red line has to actually go just a hair below this or at this point for my trade to trigger, for me to take the profit. And I'm already in profit on this trade, but let me explain it a bit more before I go into that. So I chose this as a target level. I could choose down here somewhere, and I could even choose down here all the way down at the 0.0. I'm playing a bit chicken after having my head hacked for most of the trade previously, the round of trading previously that came out ahead. I was sweating bullets too much, so I'm kind of like I'm kind of playing chicken right now, and going in with a short win, so to speak, to a short target price in a trade that won't pan out that much. But if it does pan out and this triggers, see, if this would have worked out, I would have re-entered here and already been in on a second trade, but because of the bid-ask spread, it did not trigger. So that's the way it goes. I'm just going to hold on to my trade and my strategy. But the strategy was based on this Fibonacci level, basically, that was already previously drawn, and I'm working this pattern because this is the current pattern right now. This is on the hourly time frame, and this is definitely a downtrend. We're looking at it. You see all these red candles, and this downtrend has not been erased. Okay, this 100% is still holding. It is still resistance in the pattern. Okay, so we did go in a bit of an uptrend here, and the 61.8 is a key psychological level, a magic number. So the pattern is still bearish, in my opinion, and plus the daily pattern is still bearish. The overall pattern, though, is bullish on the daily time frame for Ethereum USD pair. So this is a currency pair, but it is a cryptocurrency pair. So it is Ethereum. What would this be? Okay, ETH USD. So how would that work if you had actual Ethereum and converted it to US dollars? I'm not sure. But anyway, if this goes up, it means the price of Ethereum is getting higher in US dollars. So I think I'm saying it right. It would take more US dollars to buy an Ethereum. Now, if it goes down, it means that the US dollar is strengthening, and it takes more Ethereum to equate to US dollars. So Ethereum is very valuable because it takes currently over 400 Ethereum for $1. So this is cryptocurrency. I'm new to trading cryptocurrencies, so I'm working out my flaws, but the technical analysis and the magic numbers still apply. You still look at things the same way psychologically and mathematically because it's part of the universe. It's part of the universal construct. Math always works the same, and it has the same psychological effects. There are different outcomes, but definitely when you look at a chart and you see a big red candle, that has a psychological effect on the price. So does a big green candle. One is fear, one is greed. Okay, so the greed factor comes into play when people say, they want to get more of that. But in this case, there's a resistance up here, and the prevailing trend at the moment was going down. Okay, the prevailing trend right here in the shorter period of time, looking at this section of data, it's going up a bit, but overall it's going down in my opinion. So this bearishness is still in control of the overall perception in my opinion. But the deeper perception, looking way out, which takes a long time to evolve. Now if you look back in this chart, you could see all the way up till April 2020. I'm just doing short-term trading, so I'm looking at an hourly chart, and based on my perceptions, this trade is currently profitable, and I could close this trade manually by clicking on that and closing the order, and the profit will be over $100, roughly $100. There are some losses because I guess there's a swap commission and spread. Okay, so there are some variables there as to how much I'll make. And then if you were to do this all legit, you have to pay taxes on your capital gains. Some people escape doing that, but if you were to do it all legit, you have to consider capital gains and all that if you gain. But if you're losing, you don't have to worry about that. So I'm going to stick with this target. If I wanted to change it, I could drag this down to here, to another level. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I should just do that. I X that out. You see, if you make a mistake, if I wanted to commit to that, I'd click modify. But if I don't want to commit to that, I click X, and the trade stays where it's at. You see that? So if I wanted to drag that down to here, I could commit to that. But if I didn't, I could just click X. Or if I wanted to take the profit right there, I could commit to that and click X. But I'm not going to do that. I'm not committing to that profit. I'm thinking about dragging this down though and taking more profit. I could either close out the trade and then see if this will go up and re-enter. It might really go way against me, and I'm getting a little nervous just looking at it, because the psychology works on me too. It works on everyone. But mathematically, I know tricks. I know magic. So I know that I could use different magic tricks if it goes against me, because I know a lot of magic tricks from experience. And I'm coding indicators. I'm also coding this this Fibonacci tool in ways that I could use it without having to do this. But this I'm going to use multiple strategies. So that's I have part of my indicator coded. I had one. Get this. I had it already coded. I already had an indicator that did this. And I lost all my latest work. I lost 3 months of work, programming work. Probably like 30,000 lines of coding, because I did a lot of coding. And it all got erased, and the hard drive was brand new. And I didn't back it up. Like this work, most of my work right now is backed up on this computer. Just a small section of code is not backed up right now, and I'm going to go back that up after this video, and then I'm 100% backed up. But if this hard drive got fried on this computer, I'm backed up as of the past few days. But a few days for me is a lot of work, because I'm very productive, and sometimes I have ideas that I create, and if my work gets erased, then I might not have that idea again when I'm in a heightened state, because I'll be thinking of certain stuff. It's just like sometimes ideas come to you and then they go, and you can't remember them, and the way I coded it will come out differently. Luckily, one of my creations actually came out better when I recoded it, because I had to think in a different way, and I had experience coding that exact program. And I thought, I could do this better. I could make more stuff fit on the chart. I could also make my indicator more efficient than it was before. Now, I'm already an advanced programmer. I have tricks that people don't know about who are advanced programmers that are even better coders than I am. But I know little tricks to make my my code more efficient than theirs, just because like I just said, I was in a heightened state of thinking, and I thought of this method and was able to get it out in code. And luckily, that's all backed up. That's in all of my programs now, so it gives me an advantage over other people, because all of my indicators are really efficient, even though I'm not the best. They could be more efficient if I could learn from, there's like super geniuses out there in programming, and they consider me a super genius too. But some of the things they know about, there's like people that have written this actual language that know how to program better than I do, because they actually wrote the language that I program in, but they don't know how to use everything. They don't know everything. They don't know every possibility. It's just a language, okay? But they know how to naturally make their code work better when they code stuff in their own language, because they actually wrote the language. But they don't know certain things that I know, because I was able to use their own invention in a more creative way. So that's the great thing. I guess it's called innovation or whatever. Like someone could use Tesla's invention in a more useful way than Tesla could have perhaps used it, because they just have this idea and are able to piece it together. So I like piece together different theories and use other people's work, so to speak. I'm not stealing their work, but other people's work are in other inventors' work, so to speak. Because I did not create this Fibonacci retracement tool. I did not create candlestick patterns, okay? But I can use them in my own ways. I did create some indicators. I actually did create some indicators, and those are for sale. They don't go cheaply because they are new inventions. Now, some people resell other people's work. I'm not doing that, okay? But if I do write code to do Fibonacci retracements. I'm using it in my own efficient way, and that costs something because of my skills. So I was hoping this would go into the money. It is in the money actually, because the trade is up here and it's a short. But I was hoping it would go down here while I was talking, and I'm thinking about lowering the profit down to here. And it's like that simple. Did you see that? And I can move it back to where it was. It's that simple to change your trade. That's why I always project things and put out a pending, and sometimes it doesn't work out, and I might see new data and I might want to change my strategy to even like down here. Because I think there's a good possibility that this whole pattern fails going up, this small pattern, and it's showing weakness. There's a double top here. There's a double top here with the peaks, and you take the projection of the peak, the pattern, and then you double that. So I think that can go like down to here and then some. If that double top in fact pans out, it will come down to there. So it might not work, but I'm gonna do that. I think I'm gonna stick with that, and I might come back and change it, because I think that this could go much lower, and it going down here is not out of the line. But now watch, I record my trades so I could show my mistakes and then show how I deal with them. So we'll see if it goes up to here, and it can. So I'm gonna wrap it up. This is just a trade update. There's no there's everything is always open-ended with what I do, and when there's a results, I post the results, but then the results will turn into new trades, because I want to pump this account up as fast as possible and double it. That's my goal, to double this count within 1 month. I have the ability to double account and even triple account in 1 month, but I don't want to risk it and blow up the account. I want it to actually occur. I don't want to just totally wing it. I want it to work out. So I'm only trading with 0.4 lots right now, and I don't have like a massive amount of confidence in just every one of my trades at any point in time to work out. This trade has a good chance of failing how I projected it. I could have already taken profit, and I could still take profit now, and it could instantly be wiped out at any moment in time. So that's how spells work. So anyway, that's it. Trading Magic. Check me out.